Hey everyone. Okay, so I am going to go through all of the exercises we are going to be doing for the month of June, for the June 30-day challenge. So I got a lot of feedback, different exercises that everybody wants to do. Of course, the main focus is usually abs, but we are going to be doing an all over body workout. So we're going to have some upper body, some lower body, some weights. A lot of it is not going to be weights, but we have 1 or 2 days where we are adding weights in. And you guys have to remember something. You are always going to be working your core, even if that's not the main focus. So let's jump in here because we have a lot to get through. All right, first up are push-ups. So modified push-ups can be done on the chair. I'm just going to leave my chair here. Let me move that back. And you can just go up and down with your legs straight. You can also come back and go up and down. On the floor, your modifications, you can be on your hands and knees, go up and down. A lot of you already know you can go into the plank on your knees and go up and down, or your feet, up and down. Now, depending on what you want to work on with your arms, depends on what position you want your arms in. I like my arms to be like this because I like to work my triceps more. You can also have your arms out here to work more chest. It all is going to work back, and depending on what position you're in, you're going to be working your abs and your core. And let's don't forget, you're also going to be working your heart. All right, so next up are squats. If you have bad knees, just go as low as you can. You can do a narrow squat or a wide squat. And when you squat, you want to make sure you're sitting your butt back and then squatting down. When I do these, I come down a little bit further. I don't necessarily sink down with my knees like that because that makes my knees hurt, right? So, but let's go. A regular old squat, butt back, then sit down and stand up and squeeze the butt. Modified version, just a little squat and still squeeze the butt when you stand. Lunges. Another, not my favorite because of my knees. So if you're going to lunge, let's try to do a regular one first. You're going to step out, lunge. Woo. Yeah, that makes the back knee hurt. Step out, sit down, and lunge. You got to have some balance. So hold on if you need to. For me, I'm going to be stepping out and doing a small lunge, right? And you can do that. Small lunge, and then maybe you step out the other way. You're on your toe, right? Back heel is up, and lunge. Very good. Now, let's go with what's next, which is jumping jacks. Y'all know jumping jacks is this. I do modified versions because of my knee, so it's just step side to side, whatever works best for you. I'm going to go to the floor right now and do 3 exercises. But before I do, first exercise is going to be sit-ups. Now, if you can't do a sit-up, you're going to sit in a chair and you're just going to crunch and breathe out when you crunch. Pull the abs in and breathe out. You can either do it sitting in a chair or you can do it on the floor. You can't do a sit-up, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to do your crunches. But it may be easier for you to sit and do the crunch than lay and do the crunch. So here we go. We got sit up. And we're just going to sit up. Do a few sit-ups. You do as many as you can. If you can't do all of them, you can go down to crunches. All right, next up, bicycle while I'm here. So even in the chair, you can bicycle your legs. If you can't bicycle, I want you to do high knees. Right? High knees will work your lower abs. For those of you who want to work the lower abs, but so will bicycle. Right? We bicycle. You can put your hands under your butt if this makes your lower back hurt, or if your lower back cannot stay on the floor. I have a very overarched lower back, so a lot of times my lower back does not stay on the floor. But you can do that. So let's go bicycle. And then last but not least is plank. I'm going to show you the plank on the floor. Then I'll do it with a chair. So here's plank modified. I like doing it on my hands, not on my elbows because it makes my back hurt. But you can do hands or elbow, abs or in. Now, with a chair, If you cannot, first of all, do a plank with the chair, all you're going to do is keep your hands on the chair, pull your abs in, and you're going to hold it. That's your modified. If you can step back into the plank and hold. You can even go to your elbows and do it that way. Next, calf raises. I love calf raises. It's just up and down on the floor. There's 3 ways you can do calf raises, right? You have your up, down with your toes facing forward. You have your toes out to the side. And then you have your toes in. So these all work different parts of the calf muscles. You can decide on which part you want to work on. Oh, everybody's favorite, especially Dion. Oh, Dion, those are here too, but mountain climbers, great for cardio. On the chair, you step back into a plank. Let's say you can't do that. Then you're going to come to the chair and just pick the knees up, still bent over like a high knee. Just get those knees as high as you can. Mountain climbing on the floor. Now, if you've done this with me before, I like to kind of jazz it up, twist, right? Get those obliques in there, lower abs, knees go forward, obliques, knees go to the side. Very good. We got crunches next. I showed you guys how to do crunches in the chair already. Crunches on the floor. There's different ways you can do them on the floor. You just pick whatever works best for you. Feet can be down, hand behind the head. Chin does not touch the chest, regardless of if you're sitting or lying. Chin up and crunch. Don't pull on the head. It's all ab work. Now you want to add more ab work? Pick those feet up some. And let them hover over the floor. That's going to work more. It's going to activate those lower abs. Right? Very good. So you'll see me probably bounce in and out of some of those. Next, if you have a jump rope, you're going to use it. Right, Denise? You're going to use your jump rope. So I have a jump rope. Our ceilings are too low for me to jump the rope. And I don't want to have skip marks all on the ceiling. So I do jump rope like this with no rope. So if you don't have a rope, you can do this. I do with my feet like this because it makes it easier on my knees. You can jump like this with both feet like you're jumping a rope. Or you can jump rope fast. Completely up to you. All right, next up. Oh, I put sit-ups on there twice. I sure did. Jog in place. Y'all already know we're going to jog. If you can't jog, you're just going to walk. If jogging makes your knees hurt, walk, 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 walk. You got that. Let's see. Yeah. Russian twist. Sitting in the chair. All you're going to do is sit in your chair, and if you can't lean back and twist, then just twist sitting up. That's your modified version. Twisting, sitting up. And if you want to have a dumbbell, grab one. And that's how you do that. On the floor. Modified version. You sit however is comfortable for you, and you can twist this way. You can lean back a little, or you can do the full where you touch your hands or the dumbbell to the floor. You want to make it a little bit more difficult, you can pick those feet up, or you can straighten those legs. Right? There's always harder ways to do everything. And I will throw some of those in there. All right, while I'm down here, I saw something else. Donkey kicks. For those of you that wanted to work the butt. So we got squats working the butt. Here's another butt exercise. Leg up, down. Squeeze the butt. Squeeze the butt. Now, if you have a dumbbell, you can put the dumbbell, or you have ankle weights, you can put those on. Pull the abs in. And there's those donkey kicks for you. And squeeze the butt as you lift that leg up and down. Very good. While I'm here, we're going to do fire hydrant. Very similar. You're going to take the leg in and out. Up and down. Sorry, up and down. Same. You can have a dumbbell or your ankle weights on. And get those knees up. Also working kind of the back and the obliques. Told you, you're always working abs. All right, this is called a crab kick is next. Now, those exercises I just did, You say, man, I can't be on the floor. Those make my knees hurt. You can use the chair, right? There's two different ways. You can do the chair or you can stand. If you do it in the chair, hands on the chair, donkey kick up and down, right? Donkey kick up and down. And then the fire hydrant is just out to the side and out to the other side, right? And then standing, you can hold on to something, donkey kick and squeeze the butt, or side to side standing. Same thing, just you're either standing, bent over, and fire hydrant. All right, now that I'm standing, wall sit. I'm gonna walk over here. Now, these may make your knees hurt. These make my knees hurt, so I don't go, no, if I fall. I don't go down very far. I just sit, and I come down as far as my knees will allow me. I'm gonna sit right here on the wall. Back against the wall, going back against the wall. So find your wall. Now I'm just gonna say, if you're on the wall, you can just sit down here and sit back. All right. Next up, I forgot to do this while I was on the floor. Crab kick. Now, modified version of this is you're gonna have your hands on the chair and maybe you sit and you just kick your leg. Kick, kick, kick. You pull the abs in, kick, kick. Now, maybe you come off the chair and kick, kick, kick. So you know what that means. If I'm doing the crab kick on the floor, my fingertips are pointing towards my butt, lifting myself up off the ground, which activates my triceps. Kick, 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 kick. All right, now let me stand back up. All right, so I'm gonna grab some weights here. Very light. Bicep curls are next. So bicep curls, palms facing out. Now you can either do single bicep curls or curl both arms at the same time. As you go up and down, you're squeezing the biceps. Remember, if you don't have dumbbells, it's fine. Go to the store, grab you some water bottles. You get some gallon jugs. That's the cheapest weight you're gonna get. They're about 8.5 pounds. If you can't do that, get you a 50 ounce bottle of water. You can use those, whatever you got. Next up are what are called step ups. Find something to step up on, right? So I'm gonna be stepping up on the treadmill. If you have a chair and your knees aren't bad, step up on the chair. I'm gonna switch legs. And I can't step up on the chair, it's too high now for me. Or if you got a bench, you're gonna be doing step ups. Let's say you can't step up, it's high knees for you. High knees instead of step ups. All right, next, one of my favorite exercises for abs, side to side. We're just gonna go side to side with our arms straight, side to side. Working that core, working the back, and really get those obliques in. Woo. All right. All right, the other thing we're gonna do while I'm down there is that you're gonna take your arms up. You got a mat, you can use your mat. If you got a hand towel, you can use your hand towel or a regular towel. We just did these last month, and the knees and the arms and the waist go the same way, right? Oblique work. Working the abs in a fun way that doesn't really seem like it, but it seems like it once you get sore. You're trying to figure out, what did I do to make myself so sore? Next, another inner thigh, sumo squats. Feet go out like that. You're gonna sit down and stand up and squeeze. This is working the outer thigh. You go as low as you can. I won't be going low. So if you go like here, you just squeeze when you stand. If you're down here, then get low. You can put your bands on for this if you would like. All right, rear little twist. So you can have a dumbbell to do this. Don't use a heavy one. You're just gonna be twisting side to side. Or don't use a dumbbell at all. Don't use any weight, it's up to you. Abs pulled in. Working those obliques. Again. Next up, dips. For those of you who want to work your triceps, the back of the arm, you have your chair, your feet will be on the floor, and you're gonna dip down. Now let's say you say, man, I can't do that. That's too hard. All you're gonna do is just take your butt off the chair and stay up here until we finish. This is gonna activate those triceps without you having to move. You're gonna hold yourself up as long as you possibly can. I like doing it on the chair. It also works the chest, but let's just say you're like, well, I'd rather use the floor. And you're gonna fingertips face your butt, come up, and then go up and down, up and down. Or maybe you just hold yourself up, and then that's what you're gonna do, and activate those tricep muscles. All right, next up, oh gosh, sprint. So y'all already know. Now, if you can't sprint, you're gonna walk fast. But we're gonna do some sprinting, sprint. Getting that cardio in for those of you who want a cardio. All right, a lot of this can turn into cardio as well. Next up, everybody's favorite, burpees. Let me show you some burpees on the chair. Burpees with the chair first. You come down on the chair, you stand up. That's it. Down, and you stand up. Maybe that's all you can do. Down, maybe you go back to a plank, step up, and then you stand up. Down, step back to a plank, stand up. That's your burpee. Now, if you wanted to, you can come down, do a push-up, go to a plank, and then step up. Again, those are all the different things you can do on the chair. And if you want to add a jump at the end, or at any of them, you can come down, push up, come to a plank, step up, and jump or do a calf raise. I always do a calf raise. On the floor, I do 3 different ones. It also helps with my accounting. So here we go. I like to come down, step back, come up, stand up. That's 1. I like to come down, step back to my push-up, or maybe you do your push-up on your knees, and then I step up. Some of you might jump. That's fine too. I don't jump because of my shoulder. And then I come down, I step back, do that push-up, jump or step forward, and then I do a calf raise, or you can jump. You get to decide on which ones you want to do. Perfectly fine. It's up to you. All right. Barbell press, or dumbbell press is what it is. So you take your arms up, down. This is going to work the back and the shoulders, biceps. As you go down, you squeeze those shoulder blades together, right, to work your back. Like this. Up, squeeze it together. Up, squeeze it together. All right. Next up, tricep kickback. Now you can have your arm on the hand, one hand on the chair, and kick back, or arm on the leg and kick back. But when you bend over, pull the abs in and hold them in. Working the abs again. All right, next up, lateral arm raises. You can do one at a time. Up, down, or you end up doing both, right, at the same time. Probably would be nice if I had held both of them. Now, if you don't have dumbbells, you can still do this. Just squeeze when you go up and squeeze tight. Oh, let me do this one. I kind of like this. I kind of started liking this one. You separate your legs. You're going to put a dumbbell in front of each foot. I call these dumbbell pickups. I don't know what they're called. And what we're going to do is we're going to, with this hand, grab this dumbbell, grab the other one, put it back down, put it back down. So you're going to look like this. You're going to bend over. And if you don't have a dumbbell, don't worry. You can touch your foot, you can touch your ankle, you can touch your knee, whatever you can touch. Knees are slightly bent. Up, down, down. Up, down. That's 2, right? Up, down, and that's 3. work legs, abs, arms, back, the whole nine. Cardio. All right. Next is a dumbbell row. So we're gonna do dumbbell rows a little different. We're gonna actually do it like we row the boat. So it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna stand to the side. So look like this. You're gonna bring the dumbbells up, squat, row. Like the rowing boat. Dion, this should look very familiar. As you're rowing, and as you bring those elbows up right here, squeeze the back. Right? And up. Dumbbell row. All right. Side leg raise, we do plenty of these. Up, down. Working the obliques and working the legs. Side leg raise. I know somebody asked for inner thighs, but we're going to get to it. All right, side leg raise. On the floor, you're going to need a yoga ball. If you have one, I need to blow this one up some more. So I'm just going to use my gray one for right now. I have 3 different ones, not including the one I have at work. So we're going to put the yoga ball between our feet. Like this. Hands under your butt if you need to. Squeeze the ball. When you squeeze the ball, guess what it does? Activate those inner thighs. And we're going to go down and up. Now you want to do something more, a little bit that's harder. You're going to go down, up, down, up. You bring the arms back, right? And legs. So you can do that also, or you can just keep the ball between your feet, squeezing it, hand under the butt to get it done. 2 options is your choice. Working the lower abs unless somebody else want it. All right. Inner thigh. Oh, let me get back to the floor. So we got inner thigh on the floor, flutter kicks, and bridges. Inner thigh on the floor. We gonna lay here on the side. And you're gonna take one leg. And you go up and down with this leg in front. This way it works the inner thigh, right? Your knee should be facing forward, not up towards the ceiling. Face forward to work the inner thigh. I prefer my foot in front instead of in back and go up and down. I feel the inner thigh working more this way because of that resistance, and I don't let my leg hit the floor. So again, this side, you're on your side, the side of your knee goes up, right? So that goes up, don't let that foot touch or that leg touch, or you bring that foot on the inside. And you do like these little short ones, which is what I like, and I feel much better. I feel much better. I feel that more. Flutter kicks. I put my hands under my butt. Now, I forgot to tell you, if you can't lay on the floor and do those, you're going to stand and you're going to swing your leg in for inner thighs. Swing it in standing. I'll show you that when I stand up. Flutter kicks. Now, you can't do flutter kicks, you're doing high knees. These flutter kicks. Now, you can do flutter kicks without your hand under your butt. Great job. My lower back just will not let me be great because it does not want to stay on the floor. So, but if you can do it this way. If you can not have your hands under the butt, that's going to really activate that core or those, can you see? Or the stomach. So bridges are next. Different ways to do bridges. On the floor, feet on the floor, up, down, up, and squeeze the butt, you go up. You really want to get those hamstrings activated. You can use a ball or you can use your chair. The ball is going to cause you to be more, it's not going to be stable. So you're going to have to really use your core in order to do this. So bridges up, down, up, down, up, down. Or you dig your heels into the chair for up, down, up, down. I wanted to incorporate this, but I forgot. You can also do like this to work the butt and the hamstrings. So bridges are great for the abs, but it's also great exercise for the hamstrings. Oh, so many exercises. That just tells you we're not doing the same exercises every day, every week, right? All right. Next one is called walkouts. I'm going to show you how to do the walk out here, then I'll use a chair. Before I do that, let me show you the inner thigh. Inner thigh, you're doing swing your leg in, squeeze the leg as you swing it up, right? In, squeeze, in, squeeze. I told you flutter kicks is going to be high knees. For bridges, when you can't get on the floor and do this, all I want you to do is squeeze the butt, release. Squeeze the butt, release. Squeeze it tight, release. You can either do that sitting or you can do that standing. Walk out. Sounds just like what it sounds like. You're going to walk it out. Come down, walk to a plank, walk back. Bend the knees, stand up, squeeze the butt. Down, part of cardio, abs, legs, and butt. Chair, hands down, walk back, plank, come up, stand up. Hands down, walk it back as far as you can, stand up. Now if you say, I can't walk back though, hands down, hold the abs, you won't walk, stand back up. All right, we got a couple more exercises. Single leg row. Let me grab these 5 dumbbells. It's gonna take some balance. So I'm actually gonna step down, and get off my mat. This is what this looks like. Bend over, one leg up, row, come down. Now the other thing is, what we might do is stay here, one leg up, and row. 2, 3, right? Take some balance. So you might want to only row with one hand while you hold the wall or something else. You come over, get your balance first, row, row. Or you stand up, come down, row. Stand up, come down, row. I might as well keep these chest press. We got 2 more. Chest press, hands here, this way. I love this exercise. A standing chest press. The other exercise I love is this for the back, but we're not doing that because I forgot. All right, last 2. I'm just gonna hold these ab pull-ins. So let me show you. This is what this is gonna look like. You're gonna relax your stomach, pull the abs in. Y'all see that? You can also bend over in a chair, like have your hands on a chair and breathe in like that too. The gravity helps to strengthen your abs even more because now you're bent over, you gotta pull it, you gotta resist the gravity. Last but not least, finally, is elbow side to side. We've done these, bend the knees, elbow up, side to side, side to side. Side to side. Guess what, y'all? Them all of the exercises we are doing for the month of June. And I just did a 30-minute workout for y'all. So those are all the exercises we're doing for the month of June. So this video is going to be posted on YouTube. So if y'all need to come back and never look at it, sometimes I do because I forget what I say that exercise is supposed to be. But it will be there for you. Don't forget, get you some dumbbells, some weights. Again, if you don't have your dumbbells or weights, you don't have a yoga mat, just use a towel, right? You can use a towel instead of a yoga mat, and you can twist with it, and instead of dumbbells. But go to the grocery store, the jug of water, the 33 ounces of water, the 12 ounce of water, all of those are very cheap if you do not have weights and you can't get any. Perfectly fine. Don't forget to, before you start, take your measurements, take your weight, right? And then when we finish, take them again. Now, that's all I got for y'all. So make sure you join me and others tomorrow for the first day of this June, all over body 30-day challenge. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to share this video. Bye, everybody.
Keep pushing on.